Hi, everybody. It's Veronica Events, and this evening is my first live for the new year. And before I bring her on, just want to say Happy New Year. I know we're already into February, but Happy New Year to everyone. And just waiting to connect with Sharese, and we are going to get started. Just giving it a couple of. Hello. Hi,
Hello.
Sharese. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
I can hear you now a little bit better. Yeah.
Okay,
So
just a
first, first of all, I'm in 5 minutes late, and I do want to apologize. Just running around a little bit. There's no excuse for it. So again, I'd like to extend my apologies to you. I got into the room actually waiting a little bit and forgot that we weren't in the green room. We're going live tonight, so that's part of it. But
second.
again, thank you for joining us.
Not a problem. It is my pleasure. Looking forward to chatting with you.
Oh, it's my pleasure, honey, because you're the expert. So just let's give everyone a couple of minutes and then we'll get started, okay?
Okay.
Awesome. I see some people coming in. Let me see if I can. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so people are coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because we do have Sharese connected now, she's on board. I just want to officially introduce her. And although you saw the flyer, this evening is my first live. And I'm joined by a travel expert in her own right, who is from the United States, in Dominican Republic now. So she lives in the United States, a missionary, and also speaks Spanish, which is amazing. And she's now in the Dominican Republic, and she's a travel expert. She'll be giving us all the tips and trips for traveling. We had great news actually yesterday and today regarding the lifting of travel restrictions, so that helps a lot. And today we are going to be speaking with her. She'll tell us all about herself and, well, not everything, but what we need to know. And then also we'll get into our chat. So Sharese, again, welcome on behalf of the Wedding Planner Lifestyle magazine, of which I'm the editor-in-chief, and also Veronica Events as a wedding planner. So I need to know a lot about travel for our wedding clients. Thank you so much for joining, to agree to do this live with me tonight.
Thank you very much for having me. Just real quick, I do want to say hi to some of my followers that are on, as well as Nikita, Kathy, Lakeisha. Hi, guys. Thanks for joining.
That's wonderful. And I'd like to thank them also for joining. We appreciate you. We appreciate them being on the live with us. And I want to get into very, very quickly, of course, tell us about yourself. Let's start there. What should people know about you?
Well, you basically stated it. I am a travel advisor. I began in 2009. And I've always had a love of travel. I've always had a love for planning trips with my friends. And one of my friends actually made the suggestion of me becoming a travel agent. So that's kind of how I got started in the field. Decided to use it as a nice way to support myself while doing my missionary work. And I enjoy watching people have great experiences and make memories that last them a lifetime.
So it sounds like it's a win-win because you get to travel. I know I'm a little familiar with the fam trips, but also you get to plan people's dreams of visiting different countries. Thank you for that. Also, the next thing, just tell us a little bit about your education, because it's important that when we're booking or we're working with travel professionals or any professional in an industry, we'd like to know what their background is, what are their accreditation, that is important. And tell us a little bit about that.
So, as I stated, I've been working as a travel agent since 2009. I became licensed as a travel agent through the Travel Institute.
Okay.
I'm also a member of IATA and the Destination for Specialists for Weddings and Honeymoons Association. So having those accreditations, I'm allowed to learn more about destinations as well as the requirements necessary to plan successful destination weddings, as well as honeymoons and other romance travel trips.
Awesome, wonderful. And those are quite important to have on your resume, because people do ask for, yes, people do ask for your accreditation, especially when you are in any industry. They want to know that you are certified and also you are governed by those bodies. So it's important for them to know that. Now, just tell me a little bit about your niche market. What would you consider your niche market?
Well, my niche market is the Caribbean. Obviously, Dominican Republic is my first love, so that's kind of how I got it started in the Caribbean. And so I am a Caribbean specialist. However, after doing several weddings, destination weddings, in the last couple of years, that has become my specialty as well.
Okay.
So I work on luxury island romance travel. So whether that's a destination wedding, a honeymoon, an anniversary, that's my niche. But of course, I can always help with family and group travel as well.
Okay, expand a little bit on the high end. You mentioned luxury. Tell us what you would consider luxury, so our viewers can understand what is the difference between the luxury market. What does that entail? What type of client would come to you regarding being part of the luxury market, or how would you categorize a client as a luxury client?
Well, luxury clients are those that are looking for a little more than your average hotel or resort experience. So generally, when you're looking for luxury, you want something that provides extra amenities, more service, detail oriented, generally 4.5 to 5 stars. Butler service,
yes,
a concierge, ocean front, more unique opportunities that you may not necessarily get if you went to a generalized area.
I see. Okay. And moving right along, you said now the travel industry since COVID, we're all aware of it, and we don't really want to stay on that. We're looking to look ahead as to what's to come. We all know what is behind us, what we've worked through and we've lived through. So now we want to look ahead. What do you see right now as post-COVID, or we're still in COVID, but we're getting out of COVID, as the restrictions that clients need to know when they're traveling? What can they do?
Excuse me. Well, it's very important as things are starting to open up, thankfully, to make sure you're always checking for the requirements. Every country has different requirements, so you have to be aware of those. And they do change often. So I always make the suggestion to check with the tourism board as well as the CDC to see what the changes are. And also with the CDC, they do have different levels. Level 1 being it's okay to travel, and level 4 being it's high risk.
Okay.
But also check why some place is high risk, because the CDC doesn't just list COVID areas.
Okay.
So some place could be high risk because it's a safety issue,
right?
Conflict in that country,
correct?
Or it could be a weather thing. So taking those things into consideration as well. Also, definitely make sure you know what are the guidelines for coming back into the U.S. and making sure that when you are in destination, you have what you need to come back into the U.S. Not every country provides the same type of testing.
Yeah.
Or Canada, there are restrictions as far as coming back in. You have specific
Yes.
testing that you have to do. So make sure that where you're staying provides those and have
Right.
locations nearby to get the testing, or find out if you can get an at-home test, take it with you to your destination. And then that would be another way of you making sure you have what you need in order to get back. But always use a travel agent, and then we take care of making sure you have everything that you need and keep
Absolutely.
in contact with you while you're in destination
Right.
if anything changes.
And that's a great tip. And I love that tip because I, as a traveler, fell into that little, let's just say, uncomfortable position where I wasn't, well, I was aware it was there, but I didn't follow the rules. And you mentioned the key is check with the tourist board in the or at the location. And also when you're ready to leave, utilize the testing facilities available at the resort, because sometimes they do offer it to you for free. I actually didn't, and my experience was I had to pay for it at the airport when I could have gotten it for free. So, you know, that was on me. So I appreciate, great tip, really, really excellent tip. Okay, so what I want to do is to go into something a little bit lighter, and I want to talk about, and I think you and I just touched on it a little bit, but I need to get into details about it. Tell us about packing. We want to know why it is that travel agents, they have the secret to proper packing and how to pack. And when we're packing, we can show up at the airport with 3 suitcases for a week. And then we're paying. The funny thing is, we're creatures of habit. We know we have overweight, and then we have memory lapse when we get to the desk to check in, and we're asking, why do I have to pay $25 more? So please share with us, how can we pack smart, and what are the key things? I'm going to go with how can we pack smart, and then I'll get to the second question.
Okay. Well, definitely making sure you're under your weight limit, right? That's the most important thing. There are 2 ways of doing that.
Please tell us.
One way is having a scale at home, a luggage scale. And even if you don't have a luggage scale, if you have a regular scale,
okay,
you can put your luggage on that and just kind of give yourself a 2 to 3 pound leeway,
right,
just to make sure that it's accurate. That's always very important. And to save space, there are 2 things that I like to do. One is I roll my clothes, and I usually actually roll my clothes in outfits. So everything that I'm going to wear with that outfit, if it's a dress, I have my undergarments in there, my socks, whatever, roll it all together. And not only does that take up less space, right, when you're ready to unpack, it's literally grab that roll, wear that outfit, move on to the next. So utilizing the space that you have in your luggage. Making sure that your luggage isn't heavy, because some luggage weigh 20 pounds on their own. So if you only got 50-pound limit and your luggage weighs 20, then you've already taken away, 20 pounds worth of space. And lastly, I would say make sure to leave room for souvenirs. Okay. We all go on vacation. We find something that we want. We buy that thing. Yes, and then, we certainly do. If we were 50 pounds coming, we're 53, 55 going back.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, you're going to run into that. I've got to pay now $25 for a souvenir that only costs me $10.
That's true. That's true. Very true. That's actually a great tip. Now, you mentioned about rolling your clothes, which is a great tip. And I saw a video actually on your Instagram. And I thought, oh my gosh, what an amazing thing to do. And you were doing the demonstration. I thought, that's wonderful. I have to ask her about that. The second thing you mentioned about the luggage, the weight of the luggage. Now, is there a difference? Are you talking about the quality? Some of the luggage are heavier than the others? Or is it in the packing, how many things we're carrying?
Yeah, so just the physical weight of the luggage.
Okay.
I personally like soft-sided luggage because it does allow me to fit more in there.
Yeah.
Versus hard-sided luggage.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just want to make sure that you definitely want something that's of quality, but you want it to be lightweight.
Okay.
So a lot of the new luggages will actually say that on there, that they are.
No, it doesn't. That's true.
Better suitcase to have, because then it gives you, they're usually like 10 pounds as opposed to 20, and that 20 pounds. 10 extra pounds that you can use for packing purposes.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate that. Now, what is important for our audience to know, and even myself, when you're traveling solo? Because I tend to do that quite a lot if I'm going on business trips, of course, to conferences around the world. So what is important? What do we need to know when you're traveling solo or opposed to you're traveling as a group? And let's start with solo, a solo traveler, especially a woman.
So the most important thing to remember when you're traveling solo is to be safe.
Yes.
You know, make sure you research the area that you're going, know that the area where your hotel is, or if you're going on a business trip, wherever the conference location is,
right,
have, you know, an idea of that the surrounding area is safe for you to venture out on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, make sure you're not being flashy, you know, try to not wear a lot of jewelry and have your phone and cameras out and don't look like a tourist.
Right.
And of course, you know, you want to be able to take those pictures of those moments and those special things, but just being mindful of your surroundings before doing those sorts of things. Especially if you're in a developing land where, you know, the cost of where the economy is not as well. You want to be sure of those things. And lastly, you want to enroll in the STEP program.
Tell us about that. What is the STEP?
For Smart Traveler Enrollment Program.
Smart Traveler Enrollment Program. Okay.
Yes. So it is a free service in the U.S. that allows U.S. citizens and nationals to log their travel, so that the U.S. Embassy of the country that they're in is aware of them.
Oh, that's
that's
really, really important.
Number, and if there is civil unrest, if there is a natural disaster or any type of family emergency, then the embassy has a way of tracking it.
I see.
So that's helpful. Now, that doesn't mean that they're going to pay for you to get home.
Correct.
You got to take care of yourself. But it does allow, especially in a case of natural disaster, to have that, you know. Also, make sure someone outside of your well, if you're traveling by yourself, make sure someone at home knows where you're going and has a photocopy of your passport.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's really good.
Lost or stolen. It is very difficult to replace if you do not have a photocopy of it and you do not know your number. So having those things make it a lot easier for you to get an emergency passport.
Right. Now, how can they get to the STEP program? Is there a link online? Can you share that? Or do they go to the tourist board, the website? How do they get to the STEP program? Because that's important to be able for your country to track where you are. So in case there's a disaster, they can locate you.
Yes. So yeah, that's you just go to the U.S. Embassy website.
The U.S. Embassy website, okay.
Right there that you can log in, and then you put in the country that you're traveling to, and it will take you through, you know, the details that you need.
Wonderful. Thank you for that. I think that's really, really important, and we appreciate that. Now, the second part of the question was regarding group travel, because I love group travel. I do. I love group travel. And apart from having colleagues, people like minds with you, tell us a little bit more about the benefits of group travel. And you can give us the benefits, the upside and the not the downside, but if you're not a person that's into group travel, tell us what to look for if you're traveling as a group.
Well, group travel is beneficial for several reasons. Number one is the safety factor.
Yeah.
Of course, the more people that are traveling together,
right,
will allow you to be safer. And like you said, it's also a good way to engage with other people.
Okay.
But tips are definitely know who you're traveling with.
Right.
So not all of your friends you want to travel with. You may love them.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes.
So that's definitely the first thing. Make sure that you have people, you know, that get along. They don't have to be like-minded.
Like-minded, yes.
Balanced and flexible. You have to be flexible.
Yes.
You have to agree to do things together, but also
Right.
agree to do things apart, because you still want to do your own thing. Just make sure you have a way of keeping in touch with one another when you are separated, and have a group leader.
Okay, that's
If you can't
important.
find a group leader, a travel agent is a great group leader
Yes.
for you. So that's someone who will keep track of making sure all payments are made when they're supposed to, setting up the itinerary, and keeping you guys on track as far as that is concerned. And definitely have a balance of scheduled and unscheduled time for activities.
Well, thank you so much. Well, I just want to acknowledge while you were talking, some of our wonderful guests online were giving you a thumbs up and they're like, yeah, that's really good. Awesome. So I just want you to know that they appreciate the tips that you're sharing. You may not be able to see it, but I can see it. And they are on your side. They're agreeing to what you're sharing. So thank you so much for that. My next question for you is, do you just tell us a little bit about what you do as part of your job of being a travel agent? Do you arrange the trips? Do you arrange multi-destination? What exactly do you do? How do you start? Let's just say I'm a client and I reach out via email or I call or I send you a text. What happens from there? And just give us the steps. What is needed? What do you need from us?
Okay. Well, generally, I like to have a conversation with my client.
Okay.
The reason is because, yes, you can go online yourself, pick a hotel, pick an airline, and go somewhere. That's easy to do. However, working with me allows you to design a vacation. So
Wonderful.
That's what I always say. I'm a travel designer, not just a travel agent.
And that
what
is
I mean
key.
by that is each hotel, each cruise line has its own atmosphere and ambiance. So it's why are you traveling? Are you going on a romantic vacation? Are you going with your girlfriends? Is it graduation? Is it a bachelor party? So all of those things matter. It's not just about what's the cost, but it's about what you want to do. Do you want to be somewhere that is just relaxed in the middle of nowhere? Do you want to be somewhere that has a lot of activities, a lot of music playing? Do you want it to be upbeat, that sort of thing? Do you want to be in an island? Do you want to be in the mountains? What is your desire? So my question is always, what do you want your dream vacation to look and feel like?
So you're trying to get a sense of if they're looking for relaxation or if they're looking to have lots of activities. It must be action-packed. That's what you're trying to establish. And then you'll design and personalize that for your clients.
Absolutely.
There you go. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Now, apart from that, tell us again about your personal, and I know it may be multiple, but tell us, try and narrow it down for our audience and just tell us what is your personal best travel destinations. And I know, like I said, you probably have numerous and you don't want to, pick one over the other, but we're trying to get something out of you tonight. So tell us your top three and why.
Okay, well, my top three. I would obviously say the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
I've traveled to various resorts on the island, so I'm familiar with a lot of them. Wonderful. I like the island because I love the atmosphere.
Yes.
The weather is beautiful all year long, basically. Awesome. You have a wide variety of things throughout the island. There are mountains. There's, of course, the white sand beaches. You've got deserts. You can zip line, ATV, horseback ride, whatever your heart desires, you can kind of do in the DR.
Okay.
The food is wonderful, and I'm a big fan of the music, bachata, merengue, salsa.
Oh, nice.
Wonderful. And the Dominican Republic fits all budgets. You can be a budget traveler and still have a good time at a nice resort, with a family especially. They tend to have a smaller budget because it's a larger family.
Okay.
Or you can go to the luxury and find 5-star,
Right.
luxury accommodations as well.
So there's a little something for everyone.
Second,
Yes.
second.
There's a little something for everyone based on your budget.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
And your second one, so Dominican Republic, what is your second best?
My second is Hawaii. Hawaii is beautiful. It is, of course, a little more expensive,
right?
But just, it's again, if you plan it properly, especially if you can do a few islands, you have a variety of nature,
right?
You get to see the volcanoes, you get to see the history. You have to do a traditional luau.
Oh yes, the luau.
And being able to get an authentic leg.
Yes.
And just being a part of that whole culture and learning about that history.
Okay.
Is a beautiful experience. And it's a great place to relax and have a great trip. So that would be my second.
Okay, wonderful. And we like it also. And your last?
And
what is the third one?
My last is actually my dream trip. It's not a trip that I've actually taken.
Oh, so tell us. Oh, okay. So we're getting some insight. What is it? What's your third best?
So my dream trip is to the Maldives. Hopefully, if not 2022, 2023, I'll be taking the trip.
And why would that be your dream trip? Why?
What I like about the Maldives is actually the secludedness. I like that, you have overwater bungalows. You kind of have the ability to be in your own little private oasis.
Yes.
And then, of course, you are able to go inland to the mainland and to see activities and again, I'm big on the culture of the people and having those types of experiences.
Absolutely.
Traditional foods and things like that. So, but just the water, that turquoise water, and being able to be in an overwater bungalow where you can literally open your door and step out into the water, that for me is just everything. So.
Thank you so much. So I haven't been, so DR, yes. Hawaii, no. Maldives, not as yet also. But I can understand basically what you're saying. There's something for everyone, and it depends on what you're looking for. And you are a designer because then you can tailor a trip for someone based on their budget and what they're looking for, either to relax, enjoy their honeymoon, or if they're just looking to have fun. But it's water sport or visiting the museum or just engrossing themselves in the culture of itself and getting to know the island while they're there.
Exactly.
Awesome. Okay, and I don't want to go down the whole list, but tell the viewers a little bit as to what you have coming up. We want to hear about what you have planned. And I mean, you don't have to be too detailed if there's certain things you don't want to share, but tell us what the Sharese have coming up now that we're returning to our new normal. What do you have planned? Do you have any incentives for them? Why should they be calling you to book?
Well, I'm actually working on several things. So briefly, I'll tell you about a few of them.
Okay, tell us what you would want like the audience to know.
One that I'm really excited about is I'm going to be doing an island mini vlog. And so what I'm going to be doing is traveling throughout the island of the Dominican Republic because everyone is familiar with Punta Cana and what it has to offer.
Yes.
But the island is so massive and it has so many other wonderful areas like in Cabarete and Jarabacoa, which is in the mountains, in the Constanza area. So I want to take a tour of the entire island and show people some unique travel experiences such as eco lodges that are here. They do a lot of glamping now, so they're doing some, of those types of
absolutely yes.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm very excited about that. That's coming up in 3 months.
In 3 months. Okay, I was
By
just
the
about
time
to
it gets
ask
up,
you.
it'll be 3 months. I'll be taking the tour, but by the time it all gets up, the vlog gets up, that'll be.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. And what else? Do you receive incentives from resorts that, let's just say, if a traveler wants to head to a resort, if they have a special or an incentive, is that shared with the client? Do you receive that from resorts on the island?
Yes, actually, right now there are 2 incentives.
Tell us
One
about
is
it.
with Breathless,
Okay.
Hannah, and what they're currently offering for as a romance package for honeymoons and anniversaries.
Okay.
You get 20% off your spa. You get an in-room spa basket.
Okay.
You get a mimosa breakfast.
Yes.
And a couples massage, as
Ooh.
well as a free upgrade for private transfers.
I see.
And anyone booking travel now through March the 31st for travel through August the 1st will get a complimentary VIP transfers. And that is for any trip. So any trip you book with me in the Dominican Republic now through March the 31st, you'll get free complimentary VIP transfers. And also Dreams Resorts is offering 40% off.
Okay.
And that includes kids under age 12 for free.
Oh, that's amazing.
Up to 2 children.
Yes,
so
March break is coming up.
Kids,
yes.
They can bring their kids as well.
Yes.
And the Dream Resort is really nice. It has a little water park for the kids to enjoy.
Awesome.
So,
awesome.
A little something extra.
Yes, of course. Yes, March break is coming up. So that would be amazing. And I just heard on the TV today, a lot of people are thinking about getting away because, of course, they've been in lockdown for so long. So they're thinking, and the restrictions also. So they're looking to get away this spring and this summer. So it's really, really good to know. Now, before we end, what I'd like to do is let's talk a bit about something that in my industry is a little taboo. And I know we really don't want to discuss it, but it's absolutely important. Tell me about travel insurance. Why is travel insurance very important? It's important to have. And tell us why.
Yes, travel insurance is just like any other insurance, your health insurance, your life insurance. It's one of those things that, we pay for just in case, right?
Correct.
What most people don't realize is a lot of people think that travel insurance only covers if my trip is canceled or if my luggage is lost.
Okay.
The part that most people forget is if you get the proper travel protection, which again, speak to a travel agent to make sure you have the proper travel protection. It's not always the one that's on the website. That's usually a basic plan.
Right.
It covers situations such as illness of yourself or your travel partners.
Okay.
It covers if you need to be transported home.
Yes.
Most of the time people say, oh, I have, travel insurance on my credit card.
Yes.
Or, oh, I have health insurance at home. But most U.S. health insurance do not cover you internationally.
Okay.
They only cover you in your home state or country.
Right.
So, and most many foreign countries want payment up front. They're not like the U.S. and Canada where you can walk into a clinic and someone is going to serve you.
Yes.
You will sit there until you come up with the money to pay for that. So it's out of pocket. So, you definitely want to make sure that you're insured for things like that. Especially now with COVID, you want to make sure you have insurance that covers. Yeah. If you get COVID or if you test positive, now you've got to pay for an additional stay.
You do, absolutely.
Cover you, but they're not covering your travel partners. So if your travel partner is staying with you, that's a covered expense. You want the insurance that covers those things. And if your luggage is lost, in personal experience, if your luggage is lost, this actually happened to us. We went on a cruise.
I see. Okay.
And our luggage didn't make the boat. Don't know why, but it did. So it was.
Tell us about that. That's so scary. Yeah.
So now we have to buy clothes on the boat.
Oh,
which of
wow.
course is expensive.
It's really
Travel
expensive.
insurance gives you that money back. It covers the cost of your luggage
I
being lost
see.
or
Okay.
delayed. So whatever you purchase, within reason, of course, you know, you can't go
Within
to
reason, of
like,
course. Yes. Yes. Yes, of course.
but then you at least get reimbursed for those types of things. So it's very, very important to have travel protection. I know we feel like, that's, $100 I could have saved, but it may be $5,000 that you're saving in the end.
Absolutely. And I think what we need to look at is similar to our car insurance if you do drive. Because not every day you get into an accident. So basically you're paying for to be indemnified just in case. It's like a security blanket.
Exactly.
If it happens, then I'm okay. I don't want it to happen, but I have the security of knowing if I do, then, if my car is totaled or there's damage, I can get a rental. So it's similar for travel. Even in my industry.
Without fail, every time I've had a client decline travel protection,
yes,
they are the client that needed
oh,
it.
wow. See? That's why it's important.
Fail. And then, of course, they're calling me, I need help with this and that. And there's only so much I can do.
That's right. Yes. Yes. Very much so. Now, you mentioned something that is a favorite of mine, and I'm sure our audience, and I thank them so much for joining. Thank you guys, those that are joining us, just coming in. We are speaking with Sharese Gators of Gators Travel Agency in the Dominican Republic, and we'll be providing her all her contacts for social media at the end of our chat. And we're just talking, she's just sharing with us some wonderful tips regarding the travel industry, and also the do's and don'ts and things that we need to know as a travel professional would be able to share with you, and why it's important to contact a travel professional. Yes, you can go online. Yes, you can book a trip on your own, but it's important to speak with a travel professional if you're looking to design a trip for yourself and you're looking for specific things. It's important to reach out. What I wanted to talk really quickly that you touched on, and I didn't but I want to hear your expertise on it. Tell us a little bit now about the cruise industry, because we always talk about the resort. For one, I am a cruise fanatic, love cruising. So tell us what's going on in the cruise industry. I've been out of the cruise industry now for a couple of years, I would say since 2017. So bring us up to date regarding those of us who enjoy cruising. What's new and what's going on in the cruise industry?
So the cruising is back, which is great.
Ooh, that's amazing.
Yeah, most cruise lines, Carnival is at 85%, as well as Norwegian.
Okay.
And Royal has plans of being at 100% as of May 1st.
Awesome.
Most cruise lines, with the exception of Carnival, are requiring you to be fully vaccinated to go on the cruises. However, if they're out of U.S. ports and some European ports, depending on where they are, you have to check those individually. Okay. And of course, you do have to wear a mask in public spaces.
I see.
Public closed spaces. So there are the upper decks and things like that.
Right.
Playing where you can be without your mask. But if you're in dining areas or the gym or anything like that, then you are still required to wear masks as of right now.
Okay.
Norwegian is actually lifting their mask mandate March 30th.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
So you won't have to wear a mask, but you do have to be fully vaccinated.
You have to be fully vaccinated. Well, that's a move in the right direction, because we don't mind, we understand the safety regulations, not only for ourselves, but for others, but we really do want to take it off. Oh my gosh, we want to do that so badly. If I hear anyone that says, oh, I want to wear my mask, it's like, okay, be quiet now. You're like, because we've had it, but we understand how important it is for ourselves, for our family, and for someone else, to give them the respect of, covering your face also. So we are looking forward, myself included, looking forward to the mask mandate being lifted. Like I said, I mentioned, I'm a great fan. I'm a fan of cruising. Sometimes they're like, oh, that's for older people. And I always say, I don't know what ship you're getting on, but cruising is a great way.
That actually is the key. Once again, not every boat is the same.
There you go.
It depends on which boat, and again, as travel professionals,
Yes.
we know. They tell us this boat is geared for older, retired people looking to just be relaxed. This boat is geared for young families with small children. This boat is geared for young adults. This boat, you know, so you have to know that as well. And when you know what the boat is geared for, then you know where to place your clients.
Awesome. Awesome. And I'm glad that you cleared that up. So those that are listening and thinking, oh, you're old fashioned if you're cute, like, that's not true. And she just confirmed. Sharese said, there is a boat tailored for you based on what you're looking for. She could highly recommend what cruise line would be appropriate for you and what you're looking for. So if you're looking to relax, she'll recommend a cruise line. If you're looking for fun and to party all night and to be in the disco all night, then she can recommend that also for you. So make sure you contact a professional when you're ready to book your cruise or book your destination, romance travel, or whatever you're looking to do. Please contact her. Now, what I would like to do in wrapping up, is there anything that you'd like to ask me regarding the wedding industry or my industry? If not, I would like to go into you sharing all of your contact information and just wrapping up this chat. So tell me, is there anything you'd like to ask me before we go?
Yes, actually, I know your Veronica events. So what type of events do you plan specifically? Is it just weddings, or is it like honeymoons, or what is your main, what's your niche?
That's a really good question, because events can mean anything. So basically you're asking me to be specific. So what it includes is weddings. That includes anniversaries, birthday parties. I've also done corporate events. And that means retirement, or if there's a big announcement or a big reveal, something like that, opening for a new branches. I've done where a bank is opening a new branch and they're just asking you to design the event for morning. They usually call it coffee morning, and they'd like to celebrate the new opening. So events in the sense, I do charity events also, and that includes fundraisers. Again, if there's any kind of announcements, that would be part of it. And I've been working most recently, I've been working with, we have in Canada, which you may not know, and I'd like to touch on that really quickly. We have a reality show in Canada. We have our own reality show. It's an all-black cast. It's called Niger Wives of Toronto. It's similar to the concept of all the reality shows you're familiar with. The difference is it's an all-black cast. They're Nigerian, Canadian women, and basically they're doing life. They're boss women in a sense where they're doing family, they're doing businesses, multiple businesses. They're professionals, so they have, you know, they have what we would call their day job, highly professional, and then they also have businesses, and they're doing their family and traveling and doing girlfriend stuff. So that's what we have in Toronto. It's new. I am part of the team as their business development and public relations. It's a new business for me. Not the public relation path, but just being with the ladies and being on set and filming. So I'm learning. So please follow them also. It's at Niger Wives of Toronto. And it's actually, the new season just started. And you can find them on Afroland TV. So that's part of what I do. And apart from the magazine, as the editor-in-chief, we're looking to put the magazine online. So we'll have a digital copy, so you'll be able to download and get a chance to read the magazine. So that's a little bit about what I do.
Very good, very nice. And you do events all over Canada or in a specific area?
I do all over Canada, in the sense where my client is tailored, my clientele is tailored in Toronto, but I also do global. So I've done weddings outside of Canada. I also speak at conferences, international, in Jamaica, in Turkey. So I've gone, I've been invited globally to speak, and that's another part of me planning, where I get a chance to share what I've learned and my expertise with people in another country. And I'm starting to like that a little bit more. So that's also just like yourself, where you've taken your business. Now you're in the Dominican Republic. You're so multifaceted. You're a missionary. You speak Spanish. Like, we're speaking to a Spanish-speaking, sign language, a missionary, a travel agent. I don't know how many more hats we can add to you, but I just want to, so multifaceted. And we appreciate you being with us this evening. Now, what I'd like to do before we close is for you to tell us, where can our audience find you? And start with your social media. So that's Instagram, Facebook, whatever you have on social media. And then also please provide, if your number is public, then you can certainly do so. If not, let's just give us your email also. Provide your email.
Okay. So yes, you can find me here on Instagram at Gathers Travel. Also on Facebook, Gathers Travel Agency.
Okay.
And on TikTok, Sharese Gathers Travel.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I just started TikTok, so there's not a whole lot going on there yet, but we're working on it.
I'm not there yet, but also go ahead. So Facebook, Instagram, anywhere else? Where else can the audience find you?
And if you needed to contact me, my email is gatherstravel@live.com. Thank you very much, Superman.
Yes, I just saw that. Wait a minute. Let's pause for a minute here. I just saw someone said, best travel agent. Congratulations. It's amazing when your clients can give you a recommendation or could speak so highly of you. And that includes service, attention to detail, and also your accreditation. So it's wonderful. And thank you so much for being with us. Again, is there anything else that you'd like to add? So you're on Facebook, Instagram. Please repeat the email again, because we paused because you got such a wonderful compliment. What is your email?
My email is gathers, GATHERS, travel @live.com. And actually, since I got that little shout out, it just reminded me, that is actually one of my corporate clients. So that is something that I do as well.
Okay.
Is I do book corporate travel, and the benefit of having a travel agent for corporate travel is you can literally have a card on file. You tell me where you need to go. If it's, an hour's notice, like, okay, I need this place for 2 nights or a night, or I need a flight, whatever, and then I'm able to book it while you're doing your job.
Oh my
goodness. By the time you're ready to, land or get to where you're going, you've already got your hotel room, your rental car if you need it, flight if that's what.
That's amazing. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So thank you also for sharing that. She does corporate also. So the corporations that are here where I am. Have you ever visited Canada? Have you?
I have not. I had plans post-COVID. So, all plans went the way of the wind.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, definitely want to have a visit up to Canada.
Well, I would love for us to keep in touch. I appreciate you being here, accepting the challenge. And I just want to let the audience know, she actually, and there's no embarrassment here, but she says to me, Veronica, I have to step outside the box. So she's outside the box, and she'll be outside the box a little bit more. We just want to congratulate you on what you're doing. We thank you so much for being with us. I really appreciate it. This is my first actual chat since last year back. So you're my first guest for the new year. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you accepting and being with me this evening. And again, please visit her on Instagram at Gathers Travel, and visit her on Facebook, send her an email. Again, she will design a travel program for you, answer your questions, She's happy to be of service. We thank you so much for being with me. Let's keep in touch. And you need to come to Canada. You have to go. Well, it's cold now, but I hope to see you.
Yeah, I'll come when it gets warmer. I don't do cold weather.
Oh, you don't? She's like, I don't do cold weather. I don't do cold weather, Veronica. Okay, so I hope to see you soon when the weather is better. Again, thank you so much. We'd like to thank all the audience for logging in, for being live with us. We appreciate you, and we'll talk to you soon.
Definitely. Thank you again for this opportunity. And yes, hopefully we'll get the chance to work together soon.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that. Absolutely. I'll be sending you an email and we'll be following up with each other and see what we can actually do with people who'd like to visit the DR. And I'll stay on top of you for visiting Canada when it's summer. I'll hold you to that for summer. I'll hold you to that. Again, thank you guys so much for being with us this evening. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye, Sharese. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye, Veronica.
Bye, honey. Thank you.